Now we are talking about genitive case. You see, genitive case is part and parcel of the sequence of my lectures which I have delivered here in this class. So now we are talking about genitive case. When we are talking about genitive case, it means we are talking about possession of nouns. Nouns have some possessions. When we use or when we are going to show the possession of noun, what we have to do? We have to use genitive case. How it can be used, this is the main issue and the biggest problem of our teachers, our students and our learners, that how to use genitive case. In formation of the genitive case, we have to use additional s. We have to use apostrophe. What is apostrophe? Apostrophe is just like a comma. It is a part of the punctuation mark, and we have to use apostrophe with additional s. Suppose we are going to produce or present a singular noun. If singular noun is there, we have to use apostrophe before the s. And if we have a plural noun, we have to use apostrophe after the s. Just like you can see here, it has been clearly written that apostrophe shows this sign. It looks like a comma, and additional s is just a s letter of our ABC. Or then you will see when we use singular noun, then apostrophe will be used in this way. Apostrophe will be used before s. Suppose we use plural nouns, then apostrophe will be used after s. This is the formation of making genitive case. In this way we can make genitive case of noun. The question is that we can make genitive case with those things which are living, but inanimate objects or non-living things have no genitive case. If we will make genitive case of these non-living things, it creates error. It is just a mistake in writing. Therefore, we must be very clear that animate things or living things have genitive case, but non-living things have no genitive case at all. So just I have exemplified or given illustrations about this thing. So you can see here please that when we say how it can be used in this rule just with living things, just like we use it with living things or animals. Aslam's book is in his bed. Here Aslam's s is additional one and apostrophe is before s. It is genitive case. And again another example is given here. A cow's legs are 4 in number. Here cow's legs shows genitive case. Birds' flights is too high. Birds are plural and apostrophe is given behind the s. So it is correct use of genitive case. And girls' school is near to the river. Here girls are plural and apostrophe is given behind the s, but not before the s. If we give apostrophe before the s, it shows singular noun. And suppose we are going to make the use of apostrophe in this way, that we put it in plural nouns, it creates error. Then erroneous structure is going to develop in the writing of writer. And our target is to pick the errors, especially when we evaluate our students or give tests to our students. We are trying to show that how they are able to pick the errors. These are the issues of error, and you students must understand and make your mind clear about this thing, that this is erroneous structure if plural nouns have apostrophe before s. So mind this thing please. And after that, And just I have mentioned this thing very clearly that we cannot use use this case with inanimate objects or non-living things. Just we say that table's legs, that is wrong sentence. But we can say the cow's legs, that is clear, that is not erroneous, that is quite right. Suppose we say boy's book, that is clear. But suppose we say that a house room, that is wrong sentence, that is wrong phrase. We can't use in this way that house kitchen or house room or house bathroom. We can't use in this way. So because these are inanimate things or lifeless things have no genitive case. Just I have mentioned here that with inanimate objects it cannot be used. A pen's nib is broken. Pen is inanimate object. Pen is non-living. Therefore, we cannot make the genitive case of pen. But we can write in this way: a nib of pen is broken. Here, of is a preposition. It replaces the genitive case, and that is the proper use of and genitive case. So you will see here the chair's cushions are quite nice. Chairs cushions are quite nice. That is a wrong sentence because chairs are inanimate things. Chairs are lifeless things. Therefore, we cannot make the genitive case of chairs. So, in this way, the correct sentence is cushions of chair are quite nice. Cushions of chair are quite nice. That is quite right. And after that, this is very interesting to mention you that when we personify things, then we can use genitive case of non-living things. When non-living things are going to be personified as the personal qualities of person, qualities of living things are given to the non-living things, that is personified. In this personified sense, we can use genitive case. Just like you will see here, I have mentioned that a book's speech is audible. A book's speech is audible. A book's speech is audible. It means book is inanimate object, book is lifeless, but book cannot speak well. You can see who will speak? Man can speak. So the speech is a quality of man. We have given that quality to book, that is personified. In this personified perspective, we can use genitive case with inanimate objects. You must make your mind clear about this thing, that how it can be used in appropriate sense. Grammar makes man a good one in his writings, and it develops skill. It is a skill of writing. When we are talking about the skill, it means writing skill, and here grammar is a part and parcel of that. Here, when we are going to talk about personified things, it means things which are non-living. When we give human qualities or animal qualities to inanimate things or lifeless things, that is personified. Here, when we give these qualities to lifeless things, it means we can use genitive case here. Genitive case is allowed here in this way. Just we say a book's speech is audible. A book's speech is audible. You see that speech is a quality, that is a specific thing of humans. Humans can speak. Humans can speak. Humans have sounds, and books have no sounds. Books cannot speak. When we say that books' speech is audible, it means the human quality has been attributed to books. That is the part of genitive case. We can use genitive case in this way. Suppose we say Val's ears are open. It means walls can listen. You see that humans can listen and humans have ears, animals have ears, but walls cannot have ears. But in this way, when we say that walls ears, it is personified. We have given qualities of man or animal to the wall. In this way, genitive case is also allowed. We can use genitive case. And in this perspective, we are going ahead that genitive case is going to be used with hissing sound. Hissing sound is a particular thing, especially when we use 2A sound or 3A sound, it creates hissing sound in English. When hissing sound is there, we can use genitive case, but there is irregularity. Irregularity is that we cannot use additional s, but we can use only and only apostrophe here. Just like you will see the whiteboard, I have written conscience call. Conscience call, the word conscience consists of sounds which are a sound. Conscience, two a sounds are here. Conscience, two sounds are here. Then additional s is unnecessary. Therefore, we can say conscience call is audible. Man can listen his own conscience call. So that is very interesting. And in this way, suppose we say that he teaches us for goodness sake. Goodness sake, when we say goodness sake, here additional s must be dropped out. Just it has been dropped on the whiteboard that goodness sake. When we use this sake, it means that is error. And error must be noted. This is error. We should not use additional s here, but apostrophe is part and parcel of this portion in which we are talking about the hissing sounds of the noun. When nouns denote or show hissing sound, it means we can use only and only apostrophe there, but we can't use additional s. And after that, there is another thing which is related to nouns, that when we are talking about time, space and weight, we can use genitive case with time. There are many units of time, just like you will see seconds, minutes, days, nights, months, years, centuries, eras, periods. All these will be used with genitive case. Just I have mentioned here with time, space and weight, we can use genitive case. With times we can say 5 minutes late. He is 5 minutes late. Here 5 minutes late is a genitive case. Suppose we say that he got 2 months leave from college. 2 months leave is a genitive case. Suppose we say that we are 2 centuries late. It means 2 centuries are used in genitive case. So we are going to use genitive case with time also. And after that, when we are talking about you see space, when we say that we use genitive case with space, it means we are talking about the units of distance. And here we have kilometers, we have furlongs, we have foot, we have feet, and we have miles. So with these units of distance, we can use genitive case. Just we say that he walked 2 kilometers from this city to another city, or we say 2 miles distance, or we say a kilometer's walk is essential for a human health. So in this way we are going to use genitive case. Suppose we say that 5 furlongs running is essential for it means that is genitive case. 5 furlongs running. 5 furlongs running is used in genitive case because that is allowed in English grammar, that we can use units of distance in this way. And after that, we can use this with weight. When we are talking about weight, means there are units of weight also. Just like you see the grams are there, just like you will see tons are there, just like you will see kilograms are there, just like you will see mods are there. So many units of weight are there. We can use genitive case with units of weight also. Just I have mentioned here a kilo's sugar. A kilo's sugar is genitive case. And suppose we say a ton's coal is enough for a truck. Here a ton's coal is a genitive case. Suppose we are going to say that he got 5 tolas gold, 5 grams gold. The grams are also units of weight. And in this way, we are going to genitive case with all these things. So I think if you have any question, you can ask me please.